Hi everybody, in this video let's learn about how to calculate the number of significant figures of a number. Every non-zero digit, they are significant figures. Let me give you a few examples. 2, 5, 6, 9, 8, 3, 5, 7, 6, 1.357. Okay, how many significant figures do we have here? You will notice that every single digit here, they are not zero, right? So all the digits here will be considered as a significant figures. Start counting the number of significant figures from the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 significant figures. How about this one? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 significant figures. How about this? See the same thing? This time it's a decimal, but every single digit, just remember, every single digit which are not zero, they are considered as a significant figures. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 significant figures. The problem arises when we have a number with the zero digit, because some zero they are considered as a significant figures, whereas some are not. Okay, now let's look at the first situation. Let's say we have a number 354000. How many significant figures do we have here? So it can be 3, 4, 5, and so on. It's actually depend on the level of accuracy. What do I mean? Let's say we have a number which is 354003. I ask you to round off this number to the nearest thousand. Thousand is over here. So now we need to add 1 over here. We look at the digit at the right hand side, on the right hand side of this number, which is this one. If this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, we don't have to add 1 over here. If this is 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, we have to add 1 over here. So I think this one should be no problem, right? You learn in primary school. So since this is 0, we don't have to add 1 over here. The answer will become 354000. Okay, the level of accuracy is to the nearest thousand. Since we round off it to the nearest thousand, so now this time we have 3 significant figures, which is 1, 2, 3. 3 significant figures. How about if I ask you to round off it to the nearest 100? 100 is over here. So the cells are still the same. We look at, do we need to add 1 over here? We look at the digit on the right hand side of this digit. This is 0. We don't have to add 1 here. So the answer will become 354000. The level of accuracy this time is to the nearest 100. Since this is to the nearest 100 until here, 100, this time we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 significant figures. Let me give you one more example. If I ask you to round off it to the nearest 10, 10 is over here. Still the same, we look at the digit on the right hand side of this digit, 3. We don't have to add 1, so the answer will become 354000. The level of accuracy is to the nearest 10. Since we round off it to the nearest 10 until here, so we have how many significant figures? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 significant figures. So this is why I told you that just now. The 0 at the end of an integer may or may not consider as a significant figure it depends on the level of accuracy. So you see all these are the same, 354000, but here we have 3 significant figures, here we have 4 significant figures, and here we have 5 significant figures. But let's say in the exam come up with this type of questions and the question does not tell you this number has been rounded off to the nearest thousand, nearest hundred, and so on. And the question asks us how many significant figures do we have here? We will normally just say 1, 2, 3, 3 significant figures. Okay, so just remember the 0 at the end of an integer may or may not consider as a significant figures. It depends on the level of accuracy. Let's look at another situation. If you have a decimal, right? The number of significant figures start to count from the first non-zero digit. You look at, start from the left. This is not significant figures. The 0 before the first non-zero digit, they are not considered as a significant figure. So how many significant figures do we have here? This one, not counted, not counted, not counted. This is the first one. So we have 1, 2, 3. We have 3 significant figures. Okay, so just be more careful. When you have a decimal 0 point something, start to count the number of significant figures from the first non-zero digit. How about this one? This is 0, 0, not counted. Start from the first non-zero digit, which is this one. 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 significant figures. Let me give you one more example. 0.000527. How many significant figures do we have here? Okay, let me add one more number. 8. How many significant figures do we have here? Start counting from the first non-zero digit, which is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 significant figures. Let's look at another situation. The 0 lies between 2 non-zero digits. They are significant figures. You will notice that this 2 0 lies between 3 and 4. 3 and 4, they are not 0. They are non-zero digit, right? So these 2 0, they are considered as a significant figures. How many significant figures do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4. How about this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How about this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, how about this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 significant figures. Okay, now if you let's say 0.0031, how many significant figures do we have here? This one I just told, as I told just now, start counting from the first non-zero digit, right? We have 2 significant figures, 1, 2. But if I add 1 over here, this time, how many significant figures do we have? You will notice that all the 0 here lie between 2 non-zero digits, right? So now this time they are considered as a significant figures. So we have, this is point. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 significant figures. Okay, every 0 which are lying between 2 non-zero digits, they are considered as a significant figures. Okay, let's come to the let's go to the last situation. If you have a decimal, the 0 at the end of the decimal, they are significant figures. For example, how many significant figures do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 significant figures. How about this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How about this one? 1, 2, 3. this 0 definitely will be considered as a significant figures because this it lies between these two non-zero digits 1 2 3 4, so 4 significant figures. Okay, you try to think, how about if I give you 100.00? How many significant figures do we have here? These two zeros are significant figures or are not significant figures? Because they are not lying between two non-zero digits. We have one non-zero digit over here, but all the number after this, all the digits after these two digits are zero as well. How many significant figures do we have here? In this situation, we actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 significant figures. Remember, the 0 at the end of a decimal will be definitely considered as a significant figure. Therefore, here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 significant figures. Okay, now let's go back to your questions. How about A? How many significant figures do we have here? The 0 at the end of an integer may or may not consider as a significant figures. It depends on the level of accuracy. As I told you just now, if the question does not tell you anything, like this situation, we just say we have two significant figures, 1, 2. How about this? You will notice that the 0 here lies between two non-zero digits, 3 and 4. So how many significant figures do we have here? The 0 here all are considered as a significant figures. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How about this one? So these three zeros are lying between two non-zero digits. They will be definitely considered as a significant figures. How about these two? As I told you just now, like this situation, if the question does not tell you anything, we just consider they are not significant figures. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 significant figures. How about this one? When you have a decimal, remember, start counting the number of significant figures from the first non-zero digit. This one not counted. This is the first one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 significant figures. How about this one? These two are not significant figures. Start counting from the first non-zero digit, which is 8. And the 0 at the end of a decimal, they are significant figures, 2. So we have 2 significant figures. How about this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 significant figures. How about this? Start counting from the first non-zero digit here. And the 0 at the end of a decimal, they are significant figures. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 significant figures. Okay, now let's try the last one. All the 0 here, they are lying between two non-zero digits, right? So they are significant figures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 significant figures. Okay, so this is a way to calculate the number of significant figures. If you are still not really sure about this one, you can just go to Google and type Omni calculator. I don't know whether I pronounce correctly or not. OMNI calculator, and then followed by significant figures. Then just go to this website. So you can just give yourself some random number. For example, let's say 34509, and the calculator will automatically tell you how many significant figures do we have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 significant figures. Okay, besides this, the calculator will also help you to write this number in a standard form. which is you are going to learn it later. Okay, now let's try another number. 102 point, sorry, 102.000. How many significant figures do we have here? The zero at the end of a decimal will be definitely considered as a significant figure, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 significant figures. So this will help you to know better how to determine the number of significant figures of a number. Okay, so that's all for this video. Hopefully you understand better about how to calculate the number of significant figures of a number. See you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.